This video I'm going to give you the 4 best push exercises that you need to incorporate in your routine. In this video, I won't explain like the scientific ways behind it, why the fibers stretch that specific way. If you want to learn that stuff, go watch Jeff Nippert. So let's begin with the video. The first exercise exploded my tricep. So my tricep was always a weak point until I started doing cable skull crushers. The only thing you really want to focus on is when you are pushing up the weights, you keep your elbows kind of tucked in, so you don't let them flare out completely to the sides, because we want to target mainly the long head of our triceps, which is like the biggest bang for your buck. For the same amount of energy you put into the exercise, you get like a bigger triceps back. Another thing that I really like about the cable skull crushers is it keeps you really stable, because the weights, you have like an iron bar and you are laying on a slight incline bench, but because the attachment is below you, the weight pulls you back and straight onto the bench. So it's a really stable exercise. If you have ever tried like the standing overhead extension, it is like extremely unstable. You feel like you're either going to fall over or fall back. You need to have that perfect sweet spot. With cable skull crushers, you do not need to worry about any of that. Okay, so triceps covered. The second is going to be weighted dips. So maybe you have been doing dips, but even for me, I only started doing dips about 4 months ago. I always had that belief that, oh yeah, dips are a bit of a comfort exercise, not that much stretch and a good contraction on the pec muscles. I'm going to skip them. I would rather do the inverted cable fly. As I can see, for the last few months, my chest, especially like the lower part, really is starting to grow more, and it is because of dips. What you need to focus on is you need to bend forwards whilst performing dips. If you like stand upright, it will be a kind of a tricep push down exercise with a slightly different grip. What you want to focus on is bending forward, keeping your feet a bit backwards as well, so it turns into this kind of a push-up, but like a really decline push-up. Now you have a lot of weights hanging on you, because you can progress really fast on weighted dips. And I promise you that within a month, you will see some notable changes in your pec muscles if you've never trained dips before. Third exercise that you need in your push workout is going to be a cable lateral raise. But it is not just a regular cable lateral raise. You want to put the attachments at about hip height. A bit lower, a bit higher is okay. But what we want to emphasize is the side delt. So what would happen if you put the attachment at a really low, what I see a lot of people do, at the lowest possible angle? What happens is you really need to start doing this movement, which is going to take a lot of front delts into action, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If you want like aesthetic shoulders, you want the side delts to be like, in comparison to the front delts and rear delts, the biggest of the 3. So what you're going to focus on is putting the attachment at about hip height. I heard this comparison. It is like you have a shovel in your hand, and first you put the shovel in the ground and then you scoop it out to the side. That is a really great way to have that mind-muscle connection with your side delts. So right now I've already covered a tricep, a chest, and a shoulder movement. So what would be one exercise that you really need to do, if you would ask me? Then I would definitely include barbell bench press. And you might think, wait, that is like a beginner exercise, like everyone already is doing that. I'm telling you, no. Almost no one is doing it. A lot of people start going to the gym and do a bit of barbell bench press, and then within a few months they start to read a bit into the literature on muscle growth, and they decide that, you know what, the chest flies have a better EMG, like there's more muscle activation doing chest flies than on a bench press. I start doing the Smith machine incline bench press, which I do myself as well, but just regular barbell bench press, I started that at the same time as my dips, and combining those two together really made my chest pop out just the last like 2 months. These are the 4 most important push exercises you can do. So yes, still train your rear delts for the fly, still do like a chest fly, maybe do like a compound lateral raise, a bit heavier. But these are the fundamentals if you want to build an attractive aesthetic physique to attract the female gaze. Look bro, if you're interested in more advice like this, either check out my channel. If you want real detailed one-on-one coaching from me with a group of guys who can hold each other accountable and learn from each other's mistakes, check the link in the description. It is my school community. It is currently in pre-sale, so do not miss out on this chance. It's literally a steal. And click the link below and I'll see you in there.